I suppose having a very clear succession plan also
Yes.
helps in that.
So that's part of the bigger plan, as opposed to having an emergency plan. You should always have a contingency plan. So if this happens, this is what should happen. You can also put that in for limited companies into shareholders agreements.
Okay, I was going to touch on that. So, for instance, if you're two individual directors and something happens to one of you,
Yeah.
by default, that would potentially go to their marriage partner.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes people would not want to be working alongside another person that they're not been working alongside of.
Yeah. So you can have those what ifs as part of the shareholders agreement. Or if you're a partnership, you could have that as part of the partnership agreement.
Wonderful. So we've obviously mentioned insurances and that and the likes of, but what other practical steps can people put in place to ensure, the success they've worked hard for is safe?
So the big one would be to make sure you've got things in some form of written document. So you get solicitors involved, you get your accountants involved, potentially financial advisors. So there is all these what if plans. Everyone is aware of it. Because it's all great if you've got it in your head or you've mentioned it to your partner. But if there's nothing written down, no one can do anything about it. So you need to get it in writing, ideally involving the solicitor, your accountants, so that they can make sure they can do the tax planning appropriately, and potentially a financial advisor to be involved with the bigger picture as well.
So I think you've kind of answered it, but who we need around the table to have these conversations is potentially getting your solicitor, your accountant, your IFA all in one room, making sure they're seeing off the same hymn sheet. I know we have letters of rep between solicitors and us that we can talk directly to them without going through the client, and all of that is very useful, which again is a really important reason to have that trusted team around you that work together for your benefit.
Yeah, it's having those trusted advisors to rely on, to know that actually, worst case scenario, if that ever happens, your business can survive it.